Eyeballs and head jokes.
Three, two, one. Welcome back to episode 202.
This is what a week does. Because I'm not even sure. Hold on. How?
Yeah.
This is 202.
Yeah. Right?
It's 202.
Is it?
It has to be.
I don't know.
No, it's 203.
Shit. Welcome back to episode 203 of Eye Pokes and Head Chokes. First of all,
We're not going to leave that long after.
Happy New Year to everybody.
We can't do that. We can't do that.
Yeah, we can.
No, we can't.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, we cannot.
That's what makes the podcast a podcast. Let's be real. Stupid mistakes.
This is gonna be a different
But anyways, I mean, it is what it is. I did also take 2 sprays, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We took the last week off because we're kind of busy with the New Year and all that stuff. A lot of things going on, holiday, COVID, and all that stuff. So, and he was just like, I don't want to do it. And I was just like, oh, okay, fine. That's cool. So I was just like, I get it. Because the funny thing was, we hadn't really spoken about it. They were like, oh, there's really not that much to talk about. Completely forgetting New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom was coming up. And it's just like one of our favorite things to watch that we didn't really, think about. And it was like, oh, shit. We kind of missed something. So, yeah, we're back. So today we're going to talk about
a bunch of stuff.
Very little WWE news. AEW stuff. Obviously, condolences go to Brodie Lee's family and friends and all that stuff. So we'll be getting to that as well. And what happened at Wrestle Kingdom 15, New Japan, what happened in the last 2 days on the 4th and the 5th. We were going to do the episode yesterday on Monday the 4th, but because it would have left the incomplete card, we just felt it better to do it after the whole Wrestle Kingdom finish. I even thought about maybe after New Year's Dash, because that's kind of a follow-up too, but I was just like, that's pushing it too much. I was like, I'm pushing it too much. I was like, let's just do Wrestle Kingdom. We can talk about New Year's Dash next week, obviously, with follow-ups and whatever. So yeah, but first bit of news in the WWE realm, apparently, probably the only bit of news.
What is it?
Your boy, Feed Me More, Ryback. No, I'm kidding. Goldberg is back in WWE. He came to talk shit to Drew McIntyre and Drew Galloway.
That's what I'm like, wait, Tosh, point no.
Very no, but he came to talk shit to Drew Galloway. I still call him Galloway. What you eating?
Yes.
What you eating? You eating the golden Oreos?
Yes, the albino Oreos.
You bitch. Anyways. So, no, they are great. But yeah, like apparently, he came in. It wasn't just like no random bullshit. Cameo appearance. I don't know. He apparently they're supposed to go ahead and be at the Royal Rumble and shit, and it's just like. This is why you guys are failing.
I don't know how I feel about
this. This is why I keep relying on old acts, and it's like, no, like you don't have to rely on that anymore. Like you have such a huge roster to pick from. You could put Keith Lee into that title picture if you wanted to. If you wanted to really, and that would be a great program between the two of them. But
it would be.
What are you?
That would be great.
Like, I don't understand the reasoning for continuous, like bringing back the old guard. For what? I understand. Maybe it's just for Royal Rumble because they probably don't want to start a storyline too early. But you can never really start a storyline too early as long as you do it correctly. Look at New Japan, and they've been
you
doing
have
it
wiggle
correctly
room.
for
If it's something new, you can move. You can move away from it.
exactly, which New Japan does
Or
quite often with certain things, except for the
yeah,
Sonata and Evil storyline. That's a different thing altogether. Yeah, either way, it's just I don't understand like why. It's just why bring them back? It's 2021, bro. Like that's it.
because it's the idea of who beats you, who can beat you, and who can't beat you. Like it's like it's to show your strengths. Like you was one of those dudes that got beat by him, or you had a great match with him. My thing is, I don't even think there could be a great match right now with them.
Yeah, no,
That's the most
absolutely
annoying
not.
thing.
Because the thing
Like
is, he's gonna have to carry him through the match.
The whole match. If you want to carry somebody in the match,
I just don't.
By all means.
I just don't understand.
But
like going back to the old shit, because like if you, we'll get into New Japan, so I won't even like. Because if I start going into like, if you look at New Japan, it's gonna become a whole different thing. I don't want to focus too much on WWE and what they're doing wrong.
Let them stay WWE.
So yeah, that's like the biggest news. I think. Also, I read that this dude, what's his name, Kevin Owens, took like a big ass fall, and apparently he got he got fucked up from it. So we might not be seeing him for a while. I forgot what it was specifically, but it was like he kind of got like a little, yeah, he got fucked up over it. I think there was something either cracked or fractured or something. I don't remember, or like maybe tear somewhere. I don't remember, but it was like it's like just don't. But yeah. So that was WWE. That was fast. Oh, you froze. You're back. You good?
Yeah. What was fast? What did I miss?
No, you kind of. I'm saying WWE. That was fast. Like that. That's all we got for WWE. There's nothing too crazy.
Yeah, it's not really there other than for WWE. Like they just had the Legends. They had the Legends night last night, and they had like everybody there. Hulk Hogan said he feels like the young boys is cold to him. Yeah, because
shouldn't have been racist, bitch.
Exactly. Most of the young boys are mixed or
minorities, full on minorities.
Exactly. Brother might have been in a foster home situation, and this is my brother, that's my brother. Like you don't know who you're talking about. Like you can offend anybody, and people hold on to grudges. That is a grudge.
No, but it's not even a grudge. It's just also like nothing you say is going to change what you said before or how you actually feel. And that's just the case of what it is. If I don't want to really associate with you like that, I'm well within my rights not to. So
can you imagine Hollywood Hulk Hogan saying this shit?
No.
This is great because it's happening. Like all the shit that they were doing to everybody then and now, the shit that he's getting. Like, yeah, it comes right back. Yes.
Cancel Hulk Hogan.
So the shit that you did then and before, the shit comes back to you.
Yeah, it does. And, shit flows downhill. So.
Exactly. So.
It is what it is.
But he got that. Remember, he got that $16 million
defamation lawsuit. Yeah, go fuck himself. Anyways, yeah, let's move on to AEW. I'm done with WWE.
All right, let's do it.
So they had the tribute. I mean, you watched it.
Yes, they had the. You didn't watch it?
The Brodie Lee tribute. Nah, it was gonna make me sad, bro. It's fucked up. I'm an emotional being. Okay, I'm sensitive.
What? Well, yeah. I don't even know the card right now. I'm trying to get it right now.
I mean, we don't need to get the full card, but I know throughout the night they were just putting tribute after tribute over like a longer spell of time. And I saw even Eric Rowan came out at one point that was pretty dope. Like he came out.
Yes.
When John Silver got the win, like he was crying and everything and this and that. Like it's an emotional time for everybody. Like everybody, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen all the emotions, and Anna Jay, you saw it like even in the middle of the matches.
Yeah,
in the middle of the matches, sometimes like they just get caught up in the moment.
Because in all accounts, he was like the most beloved person by every fucking locker room, from WWE to AEW to independence, like whatever. Like everybody was like, "Yo, he was a phenomenal human being," and like
that blew my mind.
And you could tell everything like from the highlights that I saw, like on YouTube and on Twitter and this and that. Like everybody's raw emotions were on display. Like, and it becomes what. It becomes, but like it's becoming of what exactly like he exemplified. Like that's how much he actually meant to everybody. To the fact that on the highlight package, like they even put people from WWE in the highlight package. Like it transcends like the fucking thing. They had Seth Rollins, they had Bray Wyatt, obviously, because you have to have Bray Wyatt. They had a bunch of. They had fucking Xavier Woods. They had the New Day, pretty much. Like they had people in there, and it's like it goes beyond just AEW, WWE. It's like everybody. It's a shared thing. Yeah, it's a shared experience between anybody that knew him. So that was.
I think that's the thing that, not to say that certain areas of wrestling needs, but they need somebody that's going to bring everybody together. And I think he's that guy.
Yeah,
he's definitely that guy, because the way everybody talks about him, everyone says the same exact thing. Respect about everything is, hey, you're a wrestler, you understand what I do, we do the same thing.
Like it's family. When you hear the term "he was a beautiful man" over and over and over from so many, like you don't hear the term "beautiful and man" thrown together too much in terms of like describing how somebody is. And when you do get that, it's just like multiple people from across so many different promotions saying the exact same thing.
Great father,
kind of a
great
fucking
husband,
big deal. Yeah. So
great guy. Like everybody can't be all of those things.
No, not at all. And for him to find a way to do that while wrestling on the road all the time, well, previous COVID, building a family, still being a family man, being there for all his like colleagues and whatever, like whoever he got close and whatnot, being a big personality and somebody who was warm and inviting to everybody, like, because everybody was saying the same things. Like, it's just, it speaks to who he was as a person overall, and just the overall love that everybody had for him. So when you saw those emotions on AEW, when you saw those emotions from Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston and all that shit, like you really realize that, damn, like this guy was a big fucking deal to a lot of people.
Yeah. And it's just crazy to see this for like the video packages that came from AEW. And this is just a company he's been with since
a year and a half.
No.
Not even, right?
Not even a year. February.
That's crazy.
I think it was March. It was March, the first COVID show.
That's crazy.
He debuted the first COVID show he debuted, and just to think that from then, like, all these people love and praise him, and he's only been with this company for this long. This company did this for him. Everybody in the company, like from the indies that he rode down, up and down with, or up and down behind or before or whatever, like, because Lance Archer was like, I've never met him, but until he started working here, but we did the same things. Like they both was in WWE, they both were in Japan, like they were everywhere.
The same paths.
Just missed each other. So it's like, and then when you get, it's just crazy. And then when you get to actually meet them, it's just like, okay, it's not that hard to converse with them, because it's like, because everyone said the same thing about us. Everyone compared us or whatever. So it's good to hear. Like it's good to hear good stories. That's one thing. It's good to hear good stories.
And that's all you've ever heard from anybody talking about him, was just good stories. So like that's a testament to who he was. And like he's gonna be missed. Like I remember when I read that shit, I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I was like, you can't be fucking serious right now. I was like, dude, are you like and one of my I think like 10 of my friends actually text me. They're like, yo, did you know about this wrestler from AEW? I'm like, yeah, I did. I'm like, damn, that shit is crazy. Like, and the thing is, like, we saw him at WrestleMania when they defended their titles.
Wow.
So a lot of that shit takes more. That's what I'm saying. Like, I saw him perform live.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So like, and that was what, 2 years ago? Yeah. Exactly.
Going on 3, yeah.
Going on 3, exactly. So it's like once you start getting to that surrealness, it's just like, fuck, I saw him not so long ago perform in WrestleMania. Go to AEW, makes the jump, becomes fucking champion there, like all this stuff, and in such a short time, look how much he achieved.
Mm-hmm.
And like you can't really take anything away from him because of the person that he was and because of what he achieved throughout his career. So it sucks, but I think he went out doing what he loved, being the person that he was, and you just have to take solace in that at the end of the day.
And I like the fact that Wardlow, he gave like a little spoil, not even a spoiler, but he basically said he doesn't know if it was his secret to tell, but he basically said like after the match that they had for the title, I think it was the second time, he's like, thank you for my best night in wrestling, something like that. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but I'm like, wow, like, okay, you're in a new company and you feel like that about your spot.
Exactly.
Like, honestly, he did hold that title as if it was a heavyweight title.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing, like, looking back at it, like, I really like about that title. It's about who held it and how they held it.
Yep. And I like the thing that they did with his son, -1. I didn't know he was called -1, and I was like, "That's fucking awesome."
I was like, "Dash
amazing!"
one. I was like, "What is this?" I was like, "Why is Dash?"
That's pretty fucking cool.
I was mad that it took me so long to get it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And but yeah, TNT champion for life, like that's obviously
I like
that. Me too. Like, so that's a great honor. So
yeah. So only them 3, 4 will have that design.
Maybe, I think so. Wait, so they officially retired the belt?
They retired the design.
The design, not
the belt,
for him.
But
okay. Then yeah, that makes sense. That's
so fine. Yeah, Brodie Jr., whatchamacallit, Cody and Darby.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I mean, and it's only design, so it's not like they can't, but like, he was yeah. That makes a lot of sense. So yeah. Anything else about AEW?
No, there honestly is not anything else I can think of. Maybe maybe the possibility of them signing Marty Scurll.
Not gonna happen. Not with everything going on right now. I'm not saying that it's not gonna happen at all. I'm just saying I don't see it happening anytime soon.
Right now. Yeah.
Until things are cleared up, I don't see it happening.
Well, it's clear.
If Ring of Honor is letting you go, then I mean, but there's also, it's like, thank God, and he's probably like, okay, thank God I'm out of it. What do you mean it's clear? Like nothing ever happened, or?
Well, they said they were going to do an investigation about something that happened 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
They take a year for the investigation.
I don't know why it takes so long, but whatever.
Well, yeah, but it's an investigation, so I would hope that you take your time either way.
Yeah.
And I'm not completely sure on the story. I remember the young lady actually put like a little post up of the night of what happened. It just, to me, it sounded like she didn't know when to say no.
Okay, but then at the same time, but the position from Ring of Honor, what was their position? Did they say?
Well, remember they said he's not. They're not working with him indefinitely or something like that.
So like that's what I'm saying. If they released them, then
and then they just released them.
They just released them because they probably found something.
Yeah, this is
you
true.
Don't just release somebody after having them indefinitely suspended for no reason. So that's what I'm saying. Like him going to AEW might take a
about
while.
6-7 months. This is true. Well, if that means it's still doesn't mean it's an open case. That just means that they have a whole bunch of material that they can go. Yeah, they can just cut straight through the case. With Tony Khan and the Bucks and everybody. But other than that, like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Damn,
we'll see
yeah, Marty out here looking nasty. But
I know.
I definitely think
I know.
I definitely think WWE will pick them up.
WWE?
Yeah.
Why? Because they have nasties with them. That's why.
They got a bunch of them. Look.
I know. But yeah, technical difficulties.
No, I'm not.
Shitty Wi-Fi. It is what it is. But yeah, WWE be having all the nasties. So yeah, it is what it is.
Yes, we do. I mean, you know what's crazy? They just signed Matt Riddle for 1.3 years for 1.3. I mean 1.2.
Whatever.
They putting a lot into him.
Whatever.
They know something.
Clearly. But yeah, so we could get into
I'm talking about his talent, that they know something about what he's going to be in the future. Yeah. They're giving him 1.3 for 3 years.
That's not that much.
That's not.
Break it down. That's about $4 million a year. 4.2. No, 425,000. 425,000 a year.
They are breaking it down. His body. They're breaking it down.
He has weed. It's fine. But yeah, so
listen,
trust me, it's much better than painkillers.
But the Gorilla Glue is not going to hold it together.
Who said Gorilla Glue? I said weed.
I know that is a type of weed.
That one's whack. You gotta get different.
It's depends.
My channel froze. All right, so we're back. I just had some technical difficulties on my end now with video shit. I don't know what the problem was, but yeah. So we're done with WWE, Marty's girl, AEW news, and all that stuff. But yeah. So now, now you're good. You look fine. Because it just stopped real quick. I was just like, what the fuck this time?
Don't do it.
But yeah. So now we're gonna move on to the crux of what we were trying to talk about this whole time, which is New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 15. What?
I can't even talk right now. Yeah, I was trying.
Is it hitting you right now? Is that what's going on? Okay,
yes.
That's what I'm thinking. Because it kind of seems that way. All right. So let's go to this fast. So we had night 1 and night 2 happen already. January 4th and January 5th. Again, because of what's it called? Technical difficulties. But yeah, so they had the opening match, which is like the pre-show match, which is called the New Japan Rumble or whatever. It's pretty much their Royal Rumble early thing. And it was for the last 4 of the Rumble or Rambo go into the King of Pro Wrestling match the next day to start off the show. And of course it was Chase Owens, Bad Luck Fale, Bushi, and while he's walking to the ring, Toru Yano is just walking there like and he's like ding, 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 ding. He's already part of the last 4 and he was just like like I fucking love him. It's so funny to me. He
never got in the ring.
Yeah, he was like still on the way to the ring. So it was pretty funny overall. It was pretty funny. And I was just like, of course. Mind you, so this is what happened when we went to Japan, right? I was like, I'm up, I'm ready to watch it. 2 a.m. that shit starts, and I'm just like, I blink, and then I'm at the end of the final match of the whole thing, and I was like, God damn it! I was so mad.
No,
I blinked and I missed the whole thing, and I opened my eyes, and I saw the end of what happened, and I was just like,
so you woke up at 7 o'clock?
Yeah. I was mad, bro.
Oh, I was keeping track of time. I was like, I don't like this at all.
Oh, so you were up the whole night?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Because this morning I was able to do it, but I didn't see you tweeting, so I didn't think you were up.
Nah, I was just like, I'm not tweeting, not today. I was going to, then I was
You
like,
see,
no,
if I would have started tweeting, that probably would have kept me up. But I don't know what happened where I was literally sat up watching it, and I was just like,
New Japan events, we have to tweet. That's just what it is.
The funny thing is when I know because I know when you stop tweeting, I'm like, oh, he fell asleep. Like he's out. As soon as he stops tweeting, I was like, he's out. So like I assumed you didn't watch it in the morning from 2 a.m. to 7 because of the fact that there was no tweets about it at all.
I was looking at the text that you were sending me. I was like, these seem like you don't think I watched it.
No, yeah, and that's I
tweeted like 3 things. I didn't make it past like the first 2 matches, and that was it.
Got it.
It's like good matches.
Yeah,
great fucking matches.
I ended up rewatching it like as soon as I woke up. I was just like, okay, whatever, like So I didn't let too much time pass before because I didn't even want to look at my phone, to be honest with you. I was just like, let me just watch, except for the last match of the night, which I knew what happened. But
day 2 for me has to be some rewatches.
I rewatched a couple because it was so good, but let's just run through day 1. So the first match, official match, is 60-minute time limit. Best of the Super Junior 27 winner versus the Super J Cup 2020 winner. Special match which determined who would go up against Taiji Ishimori for the Junior Heavyweight Championship, for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship. Hiromu Takahashi won this in a 18-minute match. It was a crazy fucking match between them. Every time I see a Super Juniors match, I'm like, please don't kill yourselves. I get nervous.
They're the best matches
they are.
all the time. No matter where you go, they're 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, especially at least from New Japan, like you're gonna get some of the best fucking matches from their period of the night, and like this set up the pretty much the whole night. Yeah, so this is a great opening match overall, and we discussed it beforehand. I was like, wait, so are they gonna have it before Wrestle Kingdom? Are they gonna go against each other and see who goes up against Taiji Ishimori? And pretty much that's kind of what happened. What we pretty much thought was gonna happen. So yeah, but it was a great match. And he got him with a fucking reverse roll up. That's how he ended up winning. And you gotta roll a motherfucker up sometimes.
What? Get your roll on.
That's not how the song goes, but whatever. The second match was the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match between the Dangerous Tekkers, Zack Sabre Jr. Taichi, and Tonga Loa and Tamatanga God, Gorillas of Destiny. Great match, very hard hitting, very fast paced. Everything about it was awesome. And it was just,
7 times.
Oh, 7 times. The 7-time champions already? Damn. Crazy.
I think the Young Bucks are like 9-time.
Fuck it. Might as well. But no, it was a great match. Great fun. And like, of course they did the cheatsy doodles. They did the cheatsy doodles. I was like, yeah. Of course. And it's befitting. So it is what it is. Like it's Bullet Club. You gotta fuck around with people. So it was a good thing overall. After that, we had the third match, 60-minute time limit. IWGP US Heavyweight Right to Challenge contract match. Kenta versus Satoshi Kojima. We knew Kenta was gonna win that. After that, we had a video package from the current IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion, Jon Moxley. I didn't see what was on it, but was he just talking shit? What? Tell me.
I don't even care. Like
you should have been there, bro. I'm sorry. You should have been in Japan.
Even
you had time. You had time to get tomorrow. There, quarantine, or maybe tomorrow. But no, you can't do it tomorrow because New Year's Dash, maybe. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But why not be at Wrestle Kingdom? You get more money.
Yeah. Honestly, yes. A bigger fucking match. You can have a hour fucking match at Wrestle Kingdom. You can't do that at New Year's Dash. That's like a Monday Night Raw. Like,
but way better.
Wait. This is like Monday after Raw.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Raw after Mania.
Raw after Mania, but way better. Yeah,
this is still way better. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Way better. But yeah, he should have been there. Tony Khan did say that he wasn't going to be there, and then I was like, okay,
he did say,
whatever.
But you kind of hope that he's just saying that he's not going to be there.
I was like, he should be lying. He should be like wishing that he's lying. Like he should be lying because he should be there. But then it came out that he was that Renee was pregnant. And I was like, okay, yeah, he's definitely not. He's just not traveling.
What? I'm kidding. Congratulations.
I mean, it's early.
Well, Stop. All right. After that, we had the fourth match was a special singles match between Hiroshi Tanahashi and Great Okada. Hiroshi Tanahashi. So you know how would always give shit about Hiroshi Tanahashi's finisher?
Yeah.
That shit has to hurt because that's a big motherfucker landing on you on a frog splash, and that's like. Yeah. Until I saw him, like, I had never really paid much attention to it until I saw him. Mind you, we've seen him live in person so many times. Yeah. We've seen that beautiful hair.
It didn't look the same at Hammerstein.
No, it didn't. And it didn't look the same at fucking...
and we were close.
Yeah, and it didn't look the same at... what's it called either? G1 Supercard, exactly. MSG. So, it's just...
No, we were deep then. That was MSG, though, so...
No, but I'm not even talking about MSG. I'm talking about the one that we saw down there. Supercard of Honor. Sorry, that's what he was at. Yeah, okay. Supercard of Honor. So like,
been to a lot of honor shows.
We definitely have. I mean, we had fun though. Let's not pretend that we didn't have fun.
I wanna go,
but a lot of the ones we went to were mixed with New Japan. Let's not front. A lot of New Japan was there.
Bullet Club shows.
Yeah, exactly. But no, and this one, like, I don't know if it was an angle or something, but the way he just landed on him and you saw all the matches land on Great Okada, I was just like, damn, dude. But then the other thing about Great Okada is like, why did you come here if you're just gonna take L's all the time?
Yeah, why did they bring you over here?
It's supposed to be some beast ass motherfucker, but
really thought he was gonna win. I really thought that they were actually gonna start doing this.
Give him
Great Okada. I thought they were gonna do this. I thought it was going to be the push up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like,
come on, Ace. The fuck? Maybe they were probably like, they brought him over and they're like, maybe a lot of people just didn't gravitate towards him. Because, like, he's not very...
But look who you put him against. Of course not.
True. But then you put him against Okada and now fucking Tanahashi and he lost to both of them. So, like, what...
Now you do nothing.
What legs do you have to stand on now? You know what I mean? Like
none. You just chop both of them down.
You couldn't be either.
Yeah. That's that's flaws of a man.
Yeah. After that, we had Okada versus Will Osprey in a fucking crazy match, 35-minute match that needed to be this long match? And this great. Okada won it.
What do you do with that whole faction now? Like, you can't do anything with.
Yeah, you can.
Why that not? Whole faction just lost every match.
Yeah, they took L's. It's fine. Beginning factions take L's.
You know what?
It's fine. It's all about how you fucking start. Building up the story after that. They're salty that they fucking lost, so now they go on a fucking win streak. You never know. You got Sakura Genesis right around the corner. That's the next major pay-per-view that I was supposed to be at last year.
I was waiting for the song. Yeah, you have New Year's Dash tomorrow. So, but you still have half of a fucking roster. So, no, they
sorry, I was just salty. But yeah, no, agreed. But I just
think should have at least 2/3 now of a roster.
Who?
New Japan. No.
2/3 of what roster?
Of their roster.
Oh, in order to maybe. But yeah, I mean, we'll see from there. But it was a fucking great match. Great fucking match. They killed each other damn near. And the last match was the IWGP Heavyweight and double dash thing. IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Championship match. Tetsuya Naito defending against Kota Ibushi, and Kota Ibushi got the win with what looked like a Savage V trigger to what's the name? Kamigoye. Like, it was fucking beast. It was a great match. Great match between the two of them.
I did not think he was just gonna pin him like that. I thought there was more. But
did you not see the close V trigger that he did to him? He did that shit mad hard. He dropped to his knees, grabbed him, and then he just fucking Kamigoya right there. And I was just like, oh, he's done. When I saw that, I was just like,
he was laid down like Jesus. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Let me go back to the last 2 minutes. The last 2 minutes, I said, oh, shit.
Yep. It was a great ending. Overall, very deserved by Kota Ibushi. A lot of fun to watch that match. They both, every time they get together, and they haven't had a match in like 500 something days between the two of them or something like that, or 300 something days. I don't remember. I think it was like a year since their last match or something. But
before last Wrestle Kingdom,
a little bit before. So like it was a crazy good match, and it's
power struggle.
Both are faces of the fucking of the brand right now. So hey, you can't go wrong.
He wants to unify the titles.
Who?
Champ.
Kota?
Yeah.
No, we'll get into that afterwards because I was going to discuss that. After that, the next night. So all that stuff was leading to day 2. Obviously.
Yeah, let's get after this. Keep going tonight too.
So King of Pro Wrestling. The first match was the King of Pro Wrestling No Time Limit 4-way match, bro. I didn't watch this and didn't know that Toru Yano won again. How did he win?
That's like his title. There's gonna be
win?
In 10, 15 years, there's gonna be a King of Pro Wrestling tournament.
It needs to be him on the trophy. Like he needs to be the trophy now for this shit.
It's gonna be like Liger and the Super J Cup, but it's just gonna be him as the man. It's just gonna be
Jesus Christ.
It's gonna be him like
no, it's like this. It's not like yes.
I don't know why I just did that. Yeah,
you can't see it, but he's just like this all the time. Like that's the face that he put. So I love the Yano.
As long as the face and the mustache is right.
Yeah, exactly. I still need to get that Yano shirt now that I remember. I need to order it from Pro Wrestling Tees.
What do you mean? Like he has the barcode every time he's in the fucking ring.
That's right. You could just scan it. That's fucking right. I always forget about that. You could just straight up scan it from the thing.
Everything.
I fucking love him. Like he's like the most obnoxious fucking wrestler in the world, and it's so much fun. So then after that, we had the second match was the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championship match. We haven't seen a lot of the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, which is kind of concerning because like what happened to it. And then when I saw this, I was like, oh, okay, so people do have it. But yeah, that's true. But then like, how deep is that roster? You know what I mean? That fights for that belt. I don't know. I'm asking.
It's not like
exactly.
Because that's even where Taguchi would have been. But remember, he was in the Super Junior.
Yeah.
Or whatever tournament or the Super J. Like, and remember, it's also COVID. I don't think they have a deep roster. They do not have a deep roster.
Because they usually pull out Ring of Honor for this.
Yes. They usually pull on Ring of Honor for everything. It would have been like 4 more tag teams. And either way, yeah. That's a whole nother problem I found a solution to.
So, let me see. So El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru defeated Master Wato and Ryusuke Taguchi in their second title defense, which was great. So it was a pretty decent match overall. Like I had fun watching it. It was just a reminder that El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Bullet Club.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
And Master Wato and Ryusuke Taguchi lost. Master Wato's like, he's fucking nice, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's nice.
This is actually his, like, I remember.
He's good.
Yeah, I remember seeing him last year, and I was like, okay, you're just a gimmick that I don't like or understand at the moment.
And they have a very awkward picture of him, but he looks nothing like, I just think he takes awkward pictures because he looks nothing like the pictures at all when he's actually wrestling. I'm like, oh, you actually look like,
too. I was like, that's
you look good.
Him.
I'm like, why do you look so weird in your pictures? But yeah.
It's like,
but he's good.
You know what it is. Maybe it's true, but maybe a lot of us are just wired to not like things from sight. Because his face was
because I thought I was like, why do you have that weird face? But like when you see him wrestle, he looks nothing like his picture, which is the weirdest fucking thing in the world. I'm like,
oh man,
did somebody Photoshop you to see, like what happened? It's like, what's going on?
You don't have that long.
Yeah, but he's really good. I like him. He's cool. After that, we had the third match was the Never Openweight Championship match, which was my favorite match of both days, honestly. We had Shingo Takagi in his first defense against Jeff Cobb. If you have to watch a match, it's this match you have to watch because not that the other matches aren't great, because obviously they are. It's fucking like, let's be real. This is one of the top 3 matches you have to watch, probably, or top 4 out of the whole thing, out of both nights, because this match, it was just fucking. One, Jeff Cobb was throwing Shingo, which is not a small guy by any stream of any imagination, but like he was just chucking him like he was nothing. He was and then Shingo started chucking him too. Like after a while, I was like, "What the fuck?" When he did that wheelbarrow suplex, I was just like, "My back!" Like I felt it. I was like, "My back! What's going on?"
That was a good one.
Like that, I was just like, "It's just such like I could just keep going on and on about that match, but we're gonna be stuck here." So I'm just gonna keep going. It was a great match. He defended his title. Awesome win. 20-minute bruising ass match. And I want to see a rematch. Like legit.
Every style of wrestling they fought.
Yeah, they did.
They fought every. They did a little chain. A little playful chain at the beginning, but like brawling, not high flying, but risk taking, like whatever you want to call it. Like they were up there.
After that, we had Sonata versus Evil for the 17th time in a row this year. I
could not fast forward.
I watched it.
Weird reason.
No, I watched it, and they've said something weird about it that I didn't notice until afterwards. They were like, Sonata never threw a punch, and I was just like, what? And I went back and looked through everything. He never threw a punch. It was a pure wrestling match for him. Which is actually, after watching it again, I was just like, that's pretty fucking cool. No, that's pretty fucking cool. I was like, never threw a punch, never threw a strike. Just
that's like
wrestling
some Goku moves. Testing yourself specifically on something.
That's like you trying to get an achievement in a wrestling game. Just wrestling moves. That's it. But yeah, it's like trying to get an achievement unlocked in a fucking wrestling video.
That is the most.
Don't throw a kick or a punch. Yeah. I was just like, oh shit, that's pretty cool.
That's definitely achievement type shit. That's hilarious.
But that feud needs to end already. Or at least not end already. It's always going to be an ongoing feud. Let me be real about it. It's going to be an ongoing feud always, because they were tag partners for so long, and which is understandable, but kind of go away from it and revisit it every so often, like you do with everything else.
That's what I said about. That's the same exact thing that I said about Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan on the last episode.
Yeah,
move away from it.
Agreed.
Like make somebody a heavyweight champion.
It can't always be Joker and Batman all the time. Yeah, we came to that conclusion.
Exactly. Let somebody else have some time.
He needs to have the Penguin come in. He needs to have everybody else come in, like Two-Face. And all that stuff. But after that we had the 5th match.
Lord, anybody but Steppenwolf. Anybody but Steppenwolf.
You didn't watch the right movie. The right movie's coming out in March. It's coming out in March, boy.
How long am I supposed to wait?
March. I just told you.
I know, that's a long fucking time. How many years?
No, it's not. We're fine. 5th match was the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Taiji Ishimori defending against Hiromu Takahashi after he won it from him. Where did he win it from him again? I think it was recent after they restarted with crowds. I just don't remember what.
Was that the baseball stadium?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't remember.
I
think it was before Dominion. It was before Dominion.
So it was in May. It wasn't the summer.
Mm-mm. So Taiji Ishimori lost to Hiromu Takahashi. Hiromu Takahashi got his belt back.
Guesstimating.
Yeah, exactly. So now Hiromu Takahashi is both the best of the Super Juniors and the actual Super Junior champ. And why are you doing that?
I wanted Taiji Ishimori to win.
Yeah. But Hiromu Takahashi is actually better.
That don't make him.
He's more of a face than anything. He's more the face of the Super Juniors right now. Let's be honest. Not that Taiji can't be, because he can. It's just Little Bolo.
No, it's just.
It's not Little Bolo's time yet.
Randy versus Cena, pretty much.
I guess. Yeah.
In a heelish way, I guess.
Yeah. But it was a great fucking match.
It was.
Taiji Ishimori was whooping his ass for about 10 straight minutes.
Dangerous men.
Yeah. And I was just like, please don't kill each other again. Like, especially them, because I was just like, just don't. Like, I would not like to see you die live. Anymore. Yeah. You just have to like worry internally while you're watching it. Like, I'm
like a mother. I'm like a grandmother. I have no more feelings. I know what's happening already.
He knows what he's gonna do. They know what they're doing. Pretty much, yeah. But no, yeah. And then after that, we had
I've seen it all.
After that, we had the IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Double Championship match again. This time Kota Ibushi defending his newly gained titles, defending the first time against the challenger Jay White in a 48-minute match. I thought Kota Ibushi was gonna lose. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. He successfully retained it. I honestly think, going back to what you were saying about him trying to unify the belts, I don't think that's a great idea, because you need an Intercontinental Championship. That's like one of your biggest and most prestigious titles, and probably one of the most prestigious titles in the wrestling world, period. Like, the WWE one doesn't mean as much anymore. It just doesn't. Let's be honest with you. This one is the real Intercontinental Championship.
It does.
You can't get rid of that one.
I would not unify them, because then what happens to the U.S. title?
Exactly.
That means they will never like the Moxley situation. This will never happen again.
Yeah. So it's like, and that's what I mean. Like, maybe if you want. So this was my thing, because I kind of balanced it off of the. First of all, what I'm just gonna say is the whole thing as a 2-parter, 2-night. I give it like an 8 out of 10. It was a great show, great fun. Wrestle Kingdom. With what they could do during a pandemic, it was pretty damn good.
No,
and that's a testament to Japan too. Exactly, yeah. That's a testament to Japan getting their shit together, unlike this fucking country that we live in. But yeah, because they had like 20,000 people at the fucking thing, so it's not like they can't do it. It's just, people just need to shape the fuck up. Yeah, exactly. Just follow fucking rules and call it a day.
Don't suck your thumb and get on the train and then suck your thumb again.
You seen somebody do that? That's gross. Okay, so again, back to like the title stuff. Like, if you're gonna unify a title, you gotta get rid of the Intercontinental Championship and leave that as one of the prestigious titles on its own. I would say, and this kind of ties into Hiromu Takahashi. They mentioned Hiromu trying to. No, they mentioned that's another one. You could start elevating the never open weight title as well. That's another thing you could do. But Hiromu Takahashi, what's next for him? He's been IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion multiple times already. The next step is to really main event Wrestle Kingdom. And how do you main event Wrestle Kingdom? Go after the bigger boys. Because remember, that's what
everybody it's gonna have to be like it's gonna have to be a lot more triple threat matches and fatal 4-ways. It's a lot.
But the way I'm meaning it is like, as a junior heavyweight, like, don't go up in class, but go after them as a junior heavyweight, like Osprey and Takagi did when they entered the G1. So maybe this year Hiromu enters the G1. You know what I mean?
I like it.
Yeah. And like they kind of mentioned that, like, what else is left for Hiromu in the junior heavyweight division? I mean, there's still gonna be more junior heavyweights obviously come here, but he should hold that title the whole year while also trying to fucking go up to the next.
Break that barrier.
Exactly. The 205 barrier. Also, like you said, never open weight could become, if they're really unifying the title, the never open weight title should become the next major title, because it's open. It's called the open weight class because it's open weight. Like there's no restrictions on it. Anybody could go up for that belt. So if you really want to make that a thing, make that a thing. But at the same time, there's just something about holding the Intercontinental Championship that just makes it sound right. And you want that championship. Because back in WWE, you wanted that championship back in the day. That was the second biggest title in wrestling. That was the second pay grade. That was the co-main event every single time.
I've never liked the idea for the U.S. championship. I've never liked it.
No, but that's what I'm telling you. Like this is the whole thing. Like with the Intercontinental Championship, you can't get rid of that. Look at all the people that held the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. It spans from New Japan to WWE, to fucking AEW, to like everybody. Like it spans a lot. That belt means a lot. So you can't get rid of that belt like that. You can't unify those belts. I'm sorry. I wouldn't. I would not. I would be like, nope.
That's why I was saying, like, what happens to the U.S. title? Like
at this point,
that's never gonna happen again. They're gonna have to fast track it to actually mean something, and it kind of already does with. What is it? Two Cody and two Kenny. No, Cody once, Kenny twice, Juice, Moxley twice. Like it has a good couple of champions.
How do you split this title though? The double championship. How do you split that?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you get rid of the double championship scene?
Of everyone having a double champ? Or...
Yeah, like if you go against Kota Ibushi, like shouldn't I, as a wrestler, like if I was a wrestler, shouldn't I be able to challenge for just the Intercontinental Championship if I want to?
You should be, but who's gonna do that? Obviously,
unless it's mandated by upper brass saying, "Hey, we're no longer gonna have these titles unified. You're gonna have to give people a direct shot for at least one of them."
My thought is I just don't understand how, like you said, I don't know how it's split. Like,
how do you split that? Like, because people will want to challenge for both regardless, obviously.
Yes, and like, is it a time limit for, like, is it a 60-minute match? But since it's the IC title, is it a 30-minute match? So
for me, honestly, the way I would do it is
because I like
the way I would have been doing it the whole time is. Okay, fine. Double dash. You're challenging for both. You have to pin them twice, not once. That's the way I would have solved everything. You have to pin the dude twice to win both. Because it's two different belts. It's two different matches. It's two different divisions.
What happens if you get that one pin? Do you get to choose what title you take?
You choose. No, it goes by hierarchy. That's what I mean.
So
that's how it
should have been. Title?
You get the IC title first, and then if you pin him again, then you're the heavyweight champion. You're both at the same time. That's how it should have been the whole time. That's how I would have done it.
It's actually nice. That's actually really, really nice. I like that.
This noggin has something in it sometimes, you know. But that's how I would have done it because it just makes sense overall. You know, if you're gonna risk something about being double champion, like. The problem now is that they didn't establish something similar to that. So it's like, how do you split the titles?
Yeah, it should have.
Which is why he's talking about unifying titles.
Or maybe that could just be the next special match that they make. Or
maybe.
Somebody, because they're like, it's really a shortage of new matches. We just got Blood and Guts and War Games, which is the same damn thing. So what's new? That's a new idea. Like, I've never thought about double champions. How can you split it? Like, I've never thought about that shit. Okay, like, either you...
I think going forward, that's how you do it. If you want both belts, you need to pin them twice in the same go.
Because I'm thinking something like the Kurt Angle, Jericho, who else was in that? Benoit triple threat match.
Yeah,
something like that. Like it's 2/3. Like
because
first one for this title specifically.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, let's say you're Kota Ibushi, or you're whoever the fuck, you're Kota Ibushi, and you're in the match with Jay White, and you lose the first time. You lost the IWGP Intercontinental Championship already. Now you get even more desperate to hold on to your heavyweight championship. It creates for a better second match within the match. Everything's elevated because you don't want to.
That second match can't.
You go completely balls to the wall. At that
That's
point.
what I'm saying. It can't be DQ.
I mean,
it has to be no DQ.
No, I mean both can be within the realms of DQ. That's fine. Like as long as they've. But either way. But I mean, like in terms of. I mean, we've seen insane shit in terms of. I mean, let's be real. These motherfuckers don't care about disqualifying people unless they get counted out. They be hitting each other with chairs and through tables and all that shit.
Exactly.
New Japan. That's why I love New Japan. But think about it. You can have two awesome matches within the same match. Going forward. That's how I would do it.
And a restart. Ding, ding, ding. All over again.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, whoever's the leader of New Japan, whoever's the CEO or president, call me. Call me. We could do this.
The leaders of wrestling. Everybody.
Anyways, but yeah, it was an awesome thing to watch. I love watching Wrestle Kingdom. I had fun watching it, even though Also, I don't know if, Jay White saying I'm done means he's done or is he just taking a break or whatever, this and that. But, it was like, yo, I'm done, bro, I'm done. So
he's going on excursion.
You think so?
I don't see a reason why.
I don't see a reason why he should leave, though, either.
I just see both.
I mean, both are options, but I don't see a reason for him to leave because he's the biggest non-Japanese star there right now.
Yeah. This is true. I'm not saying leave. I'm not saying excursion from the company for a long time.
He could just pop up in other places, maybe?
Yeah,
or maybe he's just taking a break.
Yeah,
like we talked about it before. He's been holding it down for a long ass time there.
It's been a long 2 years. That G1 was amazing.
Yeah. And the motherfucker's talented as fuck. It's just a matter of time. I mean, and he was already the fucking IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
I need him to stop losing these big matches.
But that's the other thing. Like, that's where they need, honestly speaking, they need to start putting him into those, writing that shit in for him because he needs to win at least one for Dominion and have it for like 4 months until or 6 months until Wrestle Kingdom and then lose it. Fine. But he should have won it at Wrestle Kingdom.
He's been losing a lot of big matches for the last 2.5 years.
But you could argue that the other match that he won against Kota Ibushi was a huge match because he won the right to challenge. That's a huge match to win. So they haven't been completely writing him out to lose all the time.
No.
That was a huge fucking deal.
They're not doing that. He's kind of like he's loved.
I think he could take a break. I'm good with him taking a break if he needs to.
Oh yeah, give him a break. When he come back, big pop. When he come back, more people for him to fight because it should be a more so slightly open world.
Yep.
So
because they're supposedly opening back up in April and shit. So maybe if he takes like a 3-month break after New Year's Dash, or he comes back at Sakura Genesis, then that would make sense.
Him and Moxley. Him and Jeff Cobb.
There's still matches to be made. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like he's not going anywhere. But yeah.
Those are great matches to come whenever they make them.
Yep. All right, what else we got? Because that's the end of New Japan. You got any little nagglies? Because we got to finish this shit soon. Because I am hungry.
Want to talk about the Hardy Bros?
Not really.
You want to talk about the Hardy Bros? Matt Riddle with brother Jeff Hardy?
No.
Good.
That could have went during the WWE segment, so you lost your time there.
And nothing else to talk about. Like,
I bet.
Talk about how.
No, we're good because I'm hungry.
The Bullet Club just owns wrestling right now. Young Bucks got tag titles. Yeah, OG's got
overall, like yeah. Oh, that's
everywhere.
Right. That's right.
Finn has the NXT title.
That's dope. Everybody has titles. That's true.
Yeah.
And Kenny has a fucking AEW championship too.
Yeah.
Good things come out of New Japan. That's why I tell people to watch New Japan.
They said change the world. They said, and then they said, what did they say? Coda said he's trying to change something in the wrestling world. I was like, oh, you keep playing them.
Change the universe. They said at times too.
I think so too.
So yeah, that's
and
good.
I was just thinking like during the match last night, it was like, yeah, he was really in WWE 3 years ago. It's like, look what you've done. Look what you've done. Look what you've let go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And look at who they have from 3 years ago. And look at where they are.
Yep. Anyways,
so
with that being said, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching. You can follow us on Twitter at Pokes and Chokes, myself at _MrAlex25 _ the guy on the other side at
NU _KEWLA. See, I know I can do it.
Okay, I didn't say you couldn't. Facebook.com/Pokes and Chokes, on Instagram at Pokes Chokes Podcast. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Transistor FM. Also, check us out on merch for. Damn, I did it again, didn't I? I forgot about the
Teespring, Redbubble.
Teespring, Redbubble, and Threadless, yeah. And also, if you just want, click the link tree.
The Holy Trinity.
Link in the description.
Bios.
Peace out, guys. Fucking hate him. Happy with yourself.